Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Panthers 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Recon, 152 fighter.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Nice 57's left. Bring it. Bring it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
They're not ready for this. They still playing something.
Second and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that takes us from second to third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Let's get off the field. Let's get it. Check 24. Check 24.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well. When the lights come on, I think he likes natural light best.
Out. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Gun.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go. Ready? Check, 180. Check. Focus, defense, focus. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. 20.
Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
44, Mike.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. SOS.
Great.
SOS.
Hey.
SOS.
Great.
Zoom. Whip. Watch the whip. Dude.
Hey.
Dude.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the Panthers punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit. Shoot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. 22 jet bomber. Go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second.
Ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's get it. You go tight.
X3, 218, chop.
Small.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Bravo. Check 13.
They'll set up to throw. Finding Green complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
25.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of...
There on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Blue draw quarter.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Go!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. They're on 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Newton now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Newton. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. Right to the 3.
52 right here. 52. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
20.
Check, 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 check.
Gun.
52, Mike, 52.
8.
I got you. Alert 3, alert 3.
8.
Alert 3. Chance.
20.
Slam. Tighten up.
On first down, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
57. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Steve Griffin.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb.
Come on, baby.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Miller. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run with Miller. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
On second down, it's Miller looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Protein spill.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Out, 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 out.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Kill, kill, kill.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 5.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are even at 10 apiece. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Switch, switch, switch.
Throwing on second down. Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike Popo. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Lamar Miller, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
We got this. At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
20.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Room to run again. And he gets this one down to the 24. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 11. He's got Green. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Let's go. He's coming. Gun. He's coming. Double up.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This is McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Gun. 44. 44. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Football's the mic. Let's get it.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And that'll be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is McCaffrey on the give. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the slant.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Panthers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.